Okay, we are now. I don't know how long this is going to last, and I don't have to shut it down and start over. But, new project. I bought a whole bunch of tailings from Australia, Opal tailings, and there are some Opal chips in here. However, I don't plan on selling this. Oh, there's a little piece right there. And what I do plan on doing is seeding bags with Lightning Ridge Opal that could definitely go into the gem category. These are all rough. I don't know if we're gonna get any fire out of them at all, but we'll see. A little bit there. Now these are down the road from Lightning Ridge. Still part of Lightning Ridge, but it's not the Lightning Ridge. There's a nice one. See right there, what we're looking for is a calabar. Alright. There's a nice color bar. You can see that one real well. Well, I can anyways. But you can see it all along the top there. That's what they're looking for. And you chase the color bar into the different shapes. I'm not sure that's showing up, but we'll take a look. And they look through it and they check it out. See if they can see any sand pieces going all the way through. Ow. They use a laser pointer. You can kind of see that one right there. It's just on the edge. But it's pretty neat. So what this means to you is I am going to, now this is the Lightning Ridge. It's mostly potch, but there is some color in there, some blue, dark blues. You can see that pretty well. The light gray potch. And there's a seam running right through the middle of it. Right there. These are called rubs. I mean, they kind of took off some of the top in order to see if there's any worthwhile gems in here. This could be a nice little gem. Take off that tip. It's got some black potch underneath, which would make it a black opal. Also have some boulder opal. And like I said, the reason I'm doing this is that I'm going to add some of these to some bags, some very special bags. And there'll be a little side pouch with genuine Australian tailings from an opal mine in Lightning Ridge. So you can have an actual piece of lightning ridge. And you're going, oh, what am I going to do with that stuff? Well, that's also what I'm going to do for you. I've lined up a cutter. Actually, the person that sold me the Opal, and he'll do it at a discount rate to cut it, or at least to cut it to where we could tell if it's going to be any good or not. And then you decide whether or not you want it cut, and then you get it back, and you can sell it or wear it or have it put into a piece of jewelry, whatever basically you want to do with it. That's a nice piece of opal, boulder opal. So that's the plan. Now it's going to be kind of up to you to see what kind of interest we have. If we have some interest, well then, Katie bar the door. We'll have some fun with this. There'll be a slight premium to it, simply because it costs me money. But I think it'll be a fun journey. Hopefully some of that you saw, hopefully. If not, see, that's a seam opal right there, you see that? These have already been what do you call it? Tumbled. These are from, well, this one is actually from Spencer Mountain. I've got this one and managed to eke out a nice color bar out of that thing, and they are thin. Oh my goodness. But that's unusual for a Spencer Mountain opal. But anyways, that's what we got. I want to pull one out of there that I really like. Yeah. Make them shine, baby. These are my A stones. These are called knobbies. You can see that one. That one has a color bar running all the way through it. That'd be a good one to get. And you got some of these really pretty stones. They make some real small, nice ones. That, man, they can go for some really good numbers. I mean, buying them, they run anywhere from the rough. They run anywhere from $1 to $8 a carat. And outside of that, if you get a nice stone out of one, it could run anywhere from $10 up to $250 a carat. So you see, there's a lot more profit in opals. This is a nice one. Than there is in gold. You get gold, the gold is worth gold. You get opal, you never can tell. There's a lot of sand in this, but you might be able to eke out a black opal out of that. So tell me what you think. Are you interested? This is Idaho Spencer Mountain one, and I can see the flash right there. Maybe you can. But these are a lot of seam opals. Yeah. So anyways, tell me if you're interested. I'm interested to see if you're interested. If not, I'll keep them all to myself. That's a crystal. Got some phantom fire in it. I like that. Alrighty. So, this is a chance for you to make some money on some Opal and not have to do anything. Just kind of kick back and see what you got. I think I'm going to call this sidecar, because it's going to be a little baggy on the side of a bag. Sidecar special. Oh, that's a beauty. Look at that. It's a pretty one. It's small, but it's got some fire in it that just won't quit. I need to put this up on a monitor or something so I can see if it's flashing or not. So even these little chips are worthwhile. Especially nowadays, they're turning them into inlays. And they're getting a pretty piece of money for inlays. There we go. There you have it. If you're interested in it, let me know. I sure am. Okay, that's it. Now, one of those stones that we looked at that was in the mediocre, the ones that was away from Lightning Ridge, but just a couple of moments I ended up pulling out that pattern, and that could easily turn into a gem if I didn't mess it up too much. I said, I am new at this, just so you all know. I am not an experienced opal cutter at all. In fact, this will be my first endeavor other than just kind of, you know, fartsing around with it. I figure, why not share? We're all going to start at the same level and hopefully learn a few things. I know a couple of guys out there that started a class that I learned a few things from. We won't mention them here. I'm sure they will by themselves. But anyways, that's quite a nice little opal that it turned out to be. I mean, that you didn't see. It was pretty much obscured. Didn't look like very much fire in it, and then you pull it down and all of a sudden you've got a really nice pattern and some really nice color. So that's my plan.